Hello, boys and girls. Mr. Regan here with your math lesson with Miss Yuka. Hey.
Good morning, grade two friends.
All right. So today's math lesson, your learning objective is I can solve two-step word problems within 20. Your language objective is I can identify the equation for the word problem using these sentence frames. So checking to see that you have an addition sentence or could be a subtraction sentence. And we're going to give you some problems to practice. All right, here we go. We're going to start with some vocabulary. And so we have the addition, and that word is to combine, to put together two or more quantities. So looking at the triangles, you have 2 plus 3 would be 5. That word addition is going to be really important here in our story problems and our word problems that we're going to be reading. Looking at subtraction, take away, remove, or compare. So using those words refers to a subtraction story problem. So we have, looks like there's 5 wagons here. Looks like 2 are crossed off. So 5 minus 2 is left with 3 wagons there. And for our next one, we have the word equation. So an equation is a number sentence with an equal sign. The amount on one side of the equation, or the equal sign, has the same value as the amount on the other side. Right? So we know that word equation. And then we're also going to talk about the word units, right? And here your answer is 17 apples, and that's the units. That's what we're counting. That's what we're going to be using. So those units are very important in our story problems. Okay, we have some daily review for us.
Correct. So get some writing tools, like you can get a piece of paper, a notebook, or a whiteboard. Okay, so get back into this routine of doing some math review. So we have 3 problems for you. We're going to read these for you, and then we're going to ask you to pause and go and solve and come back and check in with us. So here we go, daily review. Number 1, solve. Use a strategy to show your thinking. 54 plus 27. This is a review for you, and you can show your thinking using some strategies that we worked on last semester. Number 2, use greater than or less than or equal to compare the numbers. I see 528, and you're going to compare it to this expanded form, 500 plus 10 plus 9. You're going to compare these two numbers, okay? Number 3, complete the patterns, 54, 64, 74. Go on, and you have 126, 136, 146, and you're gonna continue the pattern, okay? So I would like you to pause and solve these 3 problems, and we will review it together. All right, welcome back. All right, let's check in with our first problem. 54 plus 27. How did you solve it?
I started with my base 10 blocks, Miss Yuka, and this is kind of what I was thinking. So I drew my 50 and my 4, and then I had my 20, my 2 10s, and my 7 1s, and I knew I was adding them using addition, so I'm combining them, and I combined my 1s first, and I knew that I was making a 10, so I counted my 10 there, and I still had my one little 1 left over. So when I then counted for my answer, I had 10, and I had 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, and I had my one little 1 left over. So I got my answer as 81. What did you get?
I like how you organized your thinking using colors and made 10. Very nice. I used a different strategy. I solved using number line, open number line. So I wrote my problem, and I knew I'm going to start with 54, but I wanted to figure out the hop. So I decomposed 20 and 7 into 20, the 10s and the 7. So I knew how to make 2 big hops, 10 hops, and 7 little hops. So I started with 54. I added 10 and another 10, and I landed on 74. So I've done that one first. Then I was going to jump like 7 mini jumps here, and I counted up, and I got to 81, and I got the same answer. But I forgot, Mr. Regan, I forgot to write out. We have the equation. Showed her thinking, I had to write down. Anyone, what was the unit? Oh, no, and there was no unit, right? Oh, sorry, it's not a word problem.
We're lucky on this one, Miss Yuka. We're okay. We're good.
Okay,
No
good.
units counting on this one. Let's see
Great.
what else we got. What did you get for the next answers? So yeah, for our greater than, less than, what did we think, Miss Yuka?
If you can go to the next slide. So I think what you have to do, can you click on the next slide? Okay, great. Yes, we have 528, but on the other side, you have the expanded form. So 500 plus 10 plus 9, Mr. Regan, can you click? I got 529. So I had to compare 528 and 529. And if you can click, Mr. Regan, I knew 529 would be one more than 528. So my sentence would say 528 is less than 500 plus 10 plus 9.
All right, check your work with that, boys and girls, and let's look at the next one. Okay, so we're completing the pattern.
It looks like we're adding in tens, 54. I can just imagine the 100 chart, and we're just going down in tens, hopping by tens. So that the answer would be 8, 54, 64, 74, 84, 94. Oops, 10 more. Yes, crossing the 100. 104. That was a little bit tricky.
That is tricky going through that 100 after 94, 10 more.
Yes. All right, let's do the next one. It looks like it's 3-digit, but still going in 10. So 126, 136, 146, and 156, 166, and 176. I know it's a big number, 3-digit number, but I realized that the only thing I had to worry about was the tens place. Did you notice that, Mr. Regan?
I did, yeah, because on when the number's in black, right, all the hundreds stay the same. So I have 100s, and then all the sixes, the ones stay the same. And the only number that's changing is that number in the tens place, that 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So it's, 10 more each time.
Yeah, that's right. Okay, so let's move on to our lesson today. Mr. Regan.
Yep. So today we're going to be focusing on how to solve a two-step word problem. And with our vocabulary words of addition and subtraction and equation, those are going to be very, very important, and how we also pay attention to the RDW. So when you read your story problem, you really want to look for those important words of the addition and thinking about if you're going to subtract and how you're going to set up your story problem. And then you're going to draw and you're going to label your story problem. That will help you with an equation, okay? And then we're going to write your number sentence, write your equation, and then we have that unit. That's what we're going to be labeling at the end, is writing a word sentence, a statement with your answer. All right, so make sure we're following that RDW with the W at the end. Yes, there's our draw and label that we're going to pay attention to. All right. And we have our review of our strategy. So Ms. Yuka showed us our number line. I showed you the base 10, and you can also use decomposing as your strategies when you solve your problems and show your thinking. Okay, you guys are doing a great job with this. We want to keep showing your thinking. All right, we're going to practice here with some word problems.
All right, so the first word problem, and just a little heads up for today's lesson and for the next lesson as well, the word problem is going to be a little bit challenging because the word problem will have 2 steps. That means you're going to write 2 equations for every problem that you solve. So you have to really keep track of what's happening and paying attention to what's happening in the story. Look for those clue words or like important words that should help you to identify whether it's addition or subtraction, okay? All right, so I'm gonna read, so this is what we suggest. You're gonna read the whole problem first, and then you're going to reread it again, And you're going to do it step by step. And we'll model this for you. Okay, so it goes like this. Matilda had 8 stickers. Her friend gave her 6 more stickers. Then Matilda went to the store and bought 4 more stickers. How many stickers does Matilda have now? Whoa, lots of information, right, Mr. Regan?
That is a lot. That's a lot to follow.
Yes. So you know what? We're going to go back and reread the problem, and we're going to stop and solve the first part. Then we'll read the rest and solve the second part, okay? Because remember, it has 2 steps. All right, so I'm going to reread it, and I'm going to pay attention to some important words, right? Okay, here we go. I'm going to reread it. Matilda had 8 stickers. Her friend gave her 6 more stickers. Thank you, Mr. Regan. That word gave her 6 more stickers is very important. So Matilda already had 8 and she got 6 more. So I think the first part is going to be addition. What do you think, Mr. Regan?
I'm thinking that too. Yes, so she had 8 stickers and then she got 6 more.
So I'm going to say the first equation is 8 plus 6 equals, and I know 6 and 6, the double is 12 plus 2 more, 14. So far, Matilda has 14 stickers. Okay, step 1 done. I'm going to keep going. Ready? Then Matilda went to the store and bought 4 more stickers. Bought 4 more. That means she went to buy. So she got more stickers. I'm thinking it's addition again this time. So what I need to do is I need to take what I have so far. Okay, so I'm just going to put that down, 14. And she got, okay, 4 more. So I'm going to add 4 more. And I'm going to solve that. Ooh, lucky me. 4 plus 4 is doubles. That's 8. So 10 plus 8. Oh, phew. I wrote 2 equations, and I think I have an answer. And the question says, how many stickers does Matilda have now? So I'm going to write. It says number words, and I'm going to write my units. Okay. And here we go. We read it. Well, we read it like 3 times. And we have our equation. Great. All right. I knew I was kind of showing you how I was solving these single digit additions. And I have my equation. And I have my word sentence right here. 18 stickers with my unit. All right, Mr. Regan.
All right, that sounded really great. Yep. Here, John. All right, let's check the next practice problem. Here is James had 12 toy cars. He got 7 more for his birthday party. Then he gave 3 toy cars to his friends. How many toy cars does he have now? So I was following along with yours, Ms. Yuka. I'm just going to erase my thinking there. Okay. And I have my assistant here with me, Mr. Luca's he's gonna be my assistant. Okay, friends. So if I was gonna think about this, and remember, just like what Ms. Yuka said, we're gonna reread it. So James had 12 toy cars, and I'm gonna start with that in my brain, and we have a little picture, a yellow car. Man, yeah, Luca sees a yellow car. So he has 12 toy cars. Race cars, yeah. He got 7 more for his birthday party. And that's going to be a really important word. So I'm going to start with my 12, and I know he got 7 more for his birthday party. So we're going to add that together. Okay, so let's start with that. So we have 12 plus 7. I know that 2 and 7, that makes 9. So my answer then is going to be 19 so far. Well, we're counting on. Then he gave 3 more cars to his friend. Let's think about that. If he gave He gave 3 cars to his friend. How many toy cars does he have now? So if he gave, Miss Yuka, I'm thinking it's going to be subtraction. Yeah, is that what you're thinking too?
Yeah, because he's giving to his friend, so he's going to end up with less cars, right?
Right, so he's going to have less. He's giving them away, so he has 19 minus 3. So we're going to take 3 away, so we're going to be left with 16 cars. And says, how many toy cars does he have now? I'm going to go with 16 cars. There we go, with my unit.
Awesome job.
Yeah. Great, thanks. All right, let's check. And yes, we wanted to pay attention to that. Gave away 3 toy cars. And let's try this next one. So here's your seesaw activity, boys and girls. This is what you're going to be doing at home. And remember, just like we said, you're going to pay attention to those important words and check to make sure you're adding or subtracting with your story problems. All right, I'm going to read this first one, Miss Yuka. Is that okay?
Sure.
All right, this one says, Sam made 20 keychains to sell at the craft market. So Sam made 20. Okay, so I'm thinking Sam has his little keychains. He has 20 of them. She sold 4 on Saturday. So she sold 4. Then she sold 9 on Sunday. How many keychains does she have left? So it looks like we have 20. We're taking away 4 and we're taking away 9. And then how many does she have left to sell? All right, so that's going to be your story problem that you're going to show your thinking with on Seesaw today. All right, and your next one, Miss Yuka, is going to read this one.
Okay, so Tony had 18 apps on his iPad. He deleted 7 apps. Then he downloaded 5 new apps. How many apps does he have on his iPad now? So I'm going to let you think about it. I want you to reread the problem. Think what's happening. If you delete something, is that adding or subtracting? And when you download an app, you guys know how to do that. Are you adding or subtracting an app? So think about that. And I want you to follow the REW and show your thinking like this and post it on Seesaw. Have a wonderful day, grade 2 friends, mathematicians, and looking forward to seeing your work.
All right, good luck, boys and girls.
Bye.
Bye-bye.